Alright, let's pause this music, put it on to the sleep, make sure we're still recording. Good. Alright, just a second while I put everything away. There we go. Take a headphone out. It is Wednesday, April 17th, 9:13 a.m. Good start to the day. Had a nice fire last night. We camped behind the shelter when we finally arrived at it. It was very full, as we should have expected, considering the first shelter outside of town. And so had a decent sleep. There were a lot of bugs, but I made a fire while we ate dinner and stuff, and we packed out some beers. I think I had 3 beers, which was too much. I overate, and it affected my sleep. I had this meal, this like more fancy dehydrated backpacker meal. It was like Kung Pao chicken, and man, it made me fart so much, and it was disgusting because the farts smelled like exactly like the food, which I never really like when that happens. That's kind of something off-putting about that. So this morning, after sort of a fitful sleep, in which I remarked that it was a shame we'd already gone through Gatlinburg, because with the amount of farting I did last night, they would have been able to put me in the record book. The amount of gas was tremendous, as Joey Diaz would say. Fucking tremendous. And so, first order of business this morning, because I knew I was like dehydrated and definitely would need to have a movement, drink some water, drink some coffee. And the privy at this shelter was disgusting. There was actual shit on like the hinge of the seat, which that's just too far. That's gross. I can't imagine how that happened or whatever. But so I ended up just shitting in the woods, which is my second time doing it. And I have to say, echoing back to someone who I met at a standing Indian shelter, that it's much nicer just to shit in the woods, because you don't have to worry about people being nasty in the privy, or the condition of the privy, or the fullness of the privy. You can just do your business, and it can be relatively clean and sanitary. As long as you dig a hole, it's all good to go. Man, this is a real descent. I almost fell this morning. Tripped over a root or something. So, don't really want to repeat that. Let's see where Dad is, aka Snowbird. I gotta pee. So let me stop real quick and pee. I don't want him to walk up on me peeing, but gotta do it. That's much better. So yeah, had a good dumpage this morning. This is probably too much information for anybody, but when you shit in the woods, you also get to sort of visualize your quarry, so to speak. And for me, it was very satisfying, given the night of indigestion, just to see that I had evacuated myself to a level that was satisfactory, because I wanted all that stuff out of me, and out it came. So, word to the wise, don't fear shitting in the woods if it's something that seems unpalatable to you. I assure you, it's better than the alternative once you get over the idea of it being a foreign practice. And again, I think the less you go into the privy, the more likely you can maintain your health. It's just a bastion for infection, and we keep hearing all these stories of everybody getting sick, and I just got to think that it's because of just not really having a good concept of hygiene. I keep joking that we're the hygiene crew, my group. We all brush our teeth daily, and we all have, we discussed last night, similar wiping techniques. So, we're all kind of known quantities now, a closed system, as another hiker put it. Like, I was drinking Forrest's beer last night without worries, because we've been around each other long enough to where, I feel like I can trust her biome I've seen how she operates. You know, I was the one who started out sick, which might be because of James Brechtel. I'm not sure. He had mentioned that it sounded like I had what he had, and could be the case, but I'm still chalking it up to picking up something out here more so than catching what he had. Because if I did, it has a really long incubation period. Because I feel like, I don't know, it took like at least a week for symptoms to show up. And I don't know, there were several other people around when I first started the hike that were coughing. And, you know, we were all sort of still getting our sea legs, so to speak, with hygiene and stuff like that. So, James, I don't blame you. If it was from you, even still, no fault with you. So yeah, we're out here. We're all kind of split up at the moment. Forrest is way ahead. Snowbird is behind me, and then Pooh Bear, aka McQueen, aka Brett, he had to do his business, and so he pulled off quite a bit ago. We haven't seen him for a minute, but I'm sure we'll all meet back up soon enough. Sort of a big day planned, 23 miles or so to the next shelter, and we're aiming for Irwin, Tennessee as the next via point, the next resupply location. I'm planning on ditching my umbrella and maybe my shovel, my poop shovel, because the trekking pole seems to be fine for that, and getting an axe, buying an axe instead. So we'll see how that is. Looks like Forrest's up here, so I'll go ahead and leave it there and talk to you later. Bye for now. Should we wait for everybody?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.